Am I on? We're on. Great. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Elise. So this workout is called Wanda, and it's breaking down and putting back together a skill known as the Turkish get-up. So what I'm going to do is just introduce it to you piece by piece on one side. So we're going to go through all the little bits, and then we're going to put it together at the end, and then we'll take it over to the other side. So it's a workout in itself, but it's also gaining the skills to find an efficient way of getting up off the floor. So take with it as you will. I get you to lie down. Now, I've got to make sure I find the best side to do this. The left hand out straight, left leg out straight. So same arm and leg is straight, the other knee is bent. So your other arm is reaching up to the floor. First thing you're going to do is you're going to lift and curl up onto your elbow. Think about lifting your chest up nice and tall, reaching to the ceiling, and then rolling back down. That's all you're going to do. So lift up, lift, pushing your shoulder away from your ear, and roll back down. So there's lots of things you should feel as you do this one, and lots of very fine alignment that you should achieve. So pushing your shoulder away from your ear, making sure that that arm is reaching up to the ceiling the whole time. Now from there, all you're going to do is go from the elbow up to your head, and then go back down. So you shouldn't have moved your hand at all from where it was. Stays in the same position, and we just lift, opening up your chest as much as you can, rolling back down. Now this is hard to do without that straight leg moving around. It wants to lift, it wants to help, but your aim here is just to keep it down as much as possible. Do your best. Good. From here, all you're going to do is lift your hips up and then bring them back down. Now take that as an opportunity to lift them up as high as you can. So again, your feet haven't moved from where we put them. Your hand hasn't moved from where we put them. But you're just trying to take everything as far away from the floor as you can. So pushing through your heel, through your hand into the floor, pushing your shoulder away from your ears, growing up as tall as you can. Great. From there, this is where it's going to get tricky. That outstretched leg, you're going to curl it in and take it into your knee. Keep reaching up to the ceiling. Get a really nice stretch there, and all you're going to do is try and take it back to that sitting position. So reach, sorry, I did that wrong. Keep your hip elevated, and back. Hip elevated, and swing it through. Again, that arm, think about having a rope tied around your wrist, and it's constantly, to the best of your ability, reaching up to the ceiling. Great, now that one's done, take it to that final position, and then all you're going to do is just lift up and back down. Up and down. This is a little bit like the windmill exercise that we like to do. So you get that nice stretch to the side and a squeeze back up to the top. Down and up. Good. From that top position, we're just going to stand all the way up and then go back down. Keep your arm reaching up to the ceiling. Good, and just keep this exercise in control, controlling all the way down. Good, and again, reaching your arm up as tall as you can. Your shoulder should be pretty tired by now. Good, now, do you remember all the steps? So just about to put it all together. We're going to do 2 sets of this. So lying down, reaching up to the ceiling. The 2 arms and legs, or the 1 arm and leg closest to me, have them out straight. Let's put it all together. So you go up to your elbow, up to your head, lifting up tall, lift up your hips, swing the leg through, come up to a kneel, stand up, take it back, all the steps, kneel, hand down. Good, swing the leg through, hips up, hips down, down to your elbow, down to the floor. Let's do it again. Do not forget any of the steps. Make sure they don't meld into one another. Up, up, hips, swing through, hand off, stand up, take it back in reverse, kneel down, hand down, swing the leg through, hip up, hip down, elbow, and down. We've got time for one more. Think about putting your hand in the position where you don't need to adjust it. So it might take a bit of practice to figure out where to best put that floor hand all the way down so that you don't have to do any extra adjustments. That's the goal. Lift hip, hip down, elbow, and lie down and relax. Good. Let me just pause this for a second. Well done. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it over to the other side. We're not going to flip sides. I'm just going to take it over to the side that's furthest away from you. And we're going to start from the top, work our way all the way through. So, right arm out straight, right leg out straight, left leg bent, left arm reaching up to the ceiling. We go up to your elbow, and we come back down. My hand is at about a 45-degree angle. That's if it was by my hips, it's out about 45 degrees. Another 45 degrees, and it'd be right out at shoulder level. Now through this process, you're probably going to start to find and discover all these muscles that you wouldn't normally think about when you're just getting up off the floor. So phase 2 is going from your elbow up to your hand. Again, don't move where you put the hand, ideally. May just take a bit of time to get used to the optimal spot for it. Again, just lifting everything as far away from the floor as you can. Because in doing so, it does take a lot more effort. And we're all about effort around here. Excellent. Next step is just to lift the hips and lower them back down. Good. It's going to feel a little bit weird, a little bit like breakdancing. Just keeping shoulders away from the ears, and just the hardest part probably is keeping that arm lifting up towards the ceiling. Great. Next one is swinging the leg through to a lunge position and then swinging it back, keeping the hips elevated. Now this one, if you're finding this one hard to do, that's okay. It is pretty difficult. It's a great one to practice. It's a great one to get better at. But by no means do I expect you to be good at it straight away. Cool, so swing that leg through one more time. And we're just going to lift up to your kneeling position and then back down. So again, getting that really nice stretch through your side. Breathe in and breathe out. So it's almost like a version of your windmill exercise. Try not to push off the floor. Find your core muscles, your trunk muscles, to do the moving. So you want the muscles to be as efficient as possible, not momentum. So from here, we're just standing all the way up and going all the way back down. Again, just leading like you've got a rope wrapped around that top wrist, and it's being pulled forwards as you go. Excellent. Now let's take it all the way down. So we're going through the whole set on this second side. We're going to do it 3 times. So go to your elbow, push up to your hand, lift the hips up, swing the leg through into your kneeling position, standing all the way up. Reverse it down, hand down, swing the leg through, hips elevated, hips down, elbow, and lying down. 2 more times. Elbow, hand, lifting your hips, swinging it through, up, and up, taking it back, hand. Good, swing through, hips elevated, hips down, elbow, lying down. I won't say anything for this last one, just go through the steps bit by bit. Good, I think the most important thing here is whenever that hand's on the floor, keeping the shoulder well away from the ear. Good, that was our 3. So you, my friend, are done. That was Wanda. But really, it was getting to know the Turkish get-up. And I think you did pretty well. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. See you next time.